From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Pretty cool stuff up there in Salina, and right now, no storms around here. We had rain up to the north of us, but that's about it. I want to show you something because it's been so dry. This is dry air. This is the moisture coming in as we start to move into Thursday in southeast Oklahoma. You'll feel the effects of that. And by the time we get into Friday, it's kind of situated across eastern Oklahoma, especially across eastern Texas. But there's going to be a change from this really comfortable. It was a beautiful evening. Oh, it is so nice. But the heat indexes are going to go up now because during the afternoons, the moisture is there. And then at night, that means our temperatures won't drop off as much. So we'll start to see heat index values going above 100 as we go through the weekend. Something that's fantastic, lakes, they're doing quite well. We're 5 feet above normal at 10 killers still compared to what it was over 30 feet above normal in the spring. We're doing fine. Caw and Keystone continue to drop. Overall, it should be ideal conditions for this weekend, minus maybe an isolated storm. Illinois River, almost near perfect. I mean, it's about as good as you can get, averaging about 5.3 feet, and that's ideal. Floating is around 5, so again, looking fantastic. If you get a chance, enjoy it. Don't get sunburned though. All right, fireworks cast coming up Friday night, Bixby, Veneta. There's several other locations, but this gives you a pretty good idea. We'll be in the 80s. It's going to be a lot more sticky and humid. There is a little bit of a breeze. And then on into Saturday evening, Claremore, Eufaula, and Sepulveda, just a couple locations. It's going to be a little bit warmer in the evening, or a little bit more muggy. We'll be in the upper 80s to around 90. And for the 4th of July in the afternoon, we'll be in the 90s, hot and humid. Fireworks going off in the evening at Tulsa and Jinx. And if you're going to have backyard pool fun time coming up during the afternoon on the 4th of July, which is a Monday, it's going to be hot, and use the sunblock. We're talking as well as we get into the evening hours, firecrackers going off, especially by 6, and then fireworks themselves going off as we go on to about 9 o'clock. Of course, it's just getting dark at about 9:15 to 9:30 because it's the longest days of the year. Right now, it is all quiet, and it is dry. So I'm going to just give you the information, though, about ozone, because today we did not have an exceedance, but for about 1 hour, though, it was quite high. It went over 100. When that happens, get a little nervous. But for the 8-hour average is what we use. Didn't exceed today, so that was welcome news. Thank you if you did anything to help out, and think about it in the future to help out so we can continue to have better air quality. Overall, the only problems were the grass pollen and also mold spore. They're continuing to hang out and just cause a little bit of sneezing and sniffling. We're at 82 this hour. And you say, why is the heat index less than the actual temperature? Well, really, it just has to do with the humidity value. And when the dew point's in the 50s this time of year, it is very dry, and you can notice that. It's almost like California, maybe even the desert Southwest. Once we hit 120, maybe we can say it's dry heat. But it wasn't that bad today. Notice, though, airport reading in Bartlesville's at 68, while Tulsa's at 82. It's 66 right now in Bristow. So again, depends on your location. Temperatures will drop off quicker when we have drier air in place. As we go through the morning hours, we'll be in the 60s, low to mid 60s. Great morning, early morning, afternoon, hot, and then a little bit more humid. We'll be in the low to mid 90s. Then we start to see on Friday, we're in the low 70s for morning lows. So you can tell we're much warmer, and that's that humidity value. And then into the 90s and sticky for Friday late afternoon, but a little bit of a breeze. Saturday still showing up low to mid 90s here. Isolated to a few widely scattered thunderstorms on Sunday. We'll be in the lower 90s with a few more clouds. And on Monday, a slight chance of storms in southeastern Oklahoma. Overall, our rain chances for Saturday are about 10 to 20%. Higher probabilities in southeast Oklahoma. Same story on Sunday as well. And then as well, we haven't had any rain for the last 2 weeks. Things are getting a little bit on the dry side, and our extended outlook is still calling for a few areas of thunderstorms. We get into late next week, but otherwise not much other than this weekend, a few isolated storms. So 64, we're looking at a good start. 87 at noontime, sunburn alert. It will be a hot day and a little bit more on the humid side. And then you see temperatures running in the 90s, and then we're still around 100. Overall, though, not a bad 4th of July weekend, just kind of nasty next week. We'll be back with sports.